All right, good morning, everybody. Beagle here for another adventure. We're here today with a couple of my buddies. First one you guys know is Gary. He's been with me quite a bit recently, but I got a special guest this morning. This is Mike from Cash Max Trail Time. How you doing, Mike?
Good.
We're here at the Orson Smith Park trailhead. There's a suspension bridge on a small, about 2.25 mile loop here. We're going to check out the suspension bridge. It's supposed to be pretty cool. Without further ado, we're going to get going and check it out.
Up there, and we hopped around to the other little lakes that are around it.
It's awesome. True story, folks. There is no true poop fairy. This is awesome. All right, so we're here. Looks like it's a small loop here. Draper Utah Trails app. Oh, that's cool. They got a local app.
Just looking down over. Yeah.
It's pretty.
We were commenting, this has got to be things.
And that's another thing that Bonneville Shoreline, it's a multi-use type trail. It's not specific to anything, you know?
Right.
And that's why they like it so much. And that's how they get some of these communities to invest in it. And a lot of that was like a, you know, like a lot of your pipelines and your rails was like a throughway. I mean, you could legally use them, but then they want to.
So here's our first look at the suspension bridge. It's up here, up the gully there. About another couple hundred feet above us. All right, so we're actually riding the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. You can see we just came down it. Relatively flat trail, although there's a couple dips, like we're getting ready to do one now. This trail follows the contours of where Lake Bonneville, roughly the shoreline would have been back in the ancient times when this whole region was filled with a lake, you know, 30,000 years ago, whatever it was. And they have a trail that they're developing along this ridge line here. It kind of follows the shoreline of that ancient lake. Really nice trail. Multi-use right now. And they're trying to connect different segments of it. So, interesting trail. Views are beautiful down into the valley.
Sit out on the front porch with Mike and he talked about fishing and talked about walking.
Salt Lake City is that direction, but you can't even see it through the haze. It's so,
I mean, he was
so
alive,
far away.
120 years old now. We come back, and the first point was just off the.
All right, so we're at the intersection with the Bridge Loop and the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. Time to head up. Who's going first? Who's the brave one?
Well, I didn't want to hold everybody back.
Oh, that's fine.
We'll go your pace, Gary.
You're the pacer.
You're the pokey one.
Yeah, I know.
A little bit of a grade, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
We'll say that again in about a quarter mile.
Very nice. So.
Little rock outcrop in there. I don't know if I'm brave enough to go down that steep. All right, folks, this is the suspension bridge, top of the trail. Pretty cool. It looks like it sways. We walk on it, it's going to be kind of bouncing. Very cool.
Pretty cool.
I've got your trail name.
Huh?
I got your trail name.
What's that?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
It is a pretty view here. No shadow down there. Pretty big watershed here. Comes up from behind the canyon here, all the way around, down, and then flows out. They've got some water management devices all the way down the watershed here. But yeah, we got a grand view of the whole valley here. Very pretty. We're going to move along here and head along the other half of the loop, and hopefully it's all downhill from here.
Once I got my breath opened up, warmed up, that's always when I first start. Of course, the breath is like I said.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is Bear Canyon area. Trailheads up into Bear Canyon. It's pretty good up. We're not going that way. Got a view of the valley.
Just Wi-Fi to your device.
Oh, was that Bluetooth or what?
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. I didn't know what a Bluetooth.
It shows up as Wi-Fi, but it's just Bluetooth.
Oh man, pretty good up.
I don't really use it too much because when you're out.
So here's your bridge. There's the loop trail heading down, switching back down to the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. And this is the upper part of the loop right along in here, and we're going to be going that way.
That's also another way to get to Lone Peak. Go to the Sundial Peak, and it really is, it kind of goes out and around and up the backside, and it's really not a whole lot further. It looks like it's going to take you forever, but it really...
All right, from earlier this week, guys, I don't know if you can see it in the video, it's kind of faint through the haze, but Antelope Island that we visited way out there in the distance, middle of Ferry Peak there on the middle of the valley. That's about 20 miles away. Yeah. Hey, I'm ready to go for another loop. Not.
That's not bad, like you said.
Yeah, just a little bit of a climb on the other end there. All right, folks, we are back to the switchbacks down to the parking lot. Here's where it meets up with the Bonneville Shoreline. We just came down that little drainage right there. You know, I just can't believe these views of the whole valley.
This is not serious. This is the show.
Out here to have fun.
Yeah. The best we can. Counting them up, you count them down.
Okay, so that was the Orson Smith trailhead, loop trail that goes up to the Bear Canyon suspension bridge, which I just now found out that's what it was called. But yeah, that was a pretty neat hike. Just a nice short loop, not too much climb if you're going to do it. It's a little bit strenuous on one little part, but we did it just fine, even without poles, and that's saying a lot for Gary and I. So I just want to thank Cash Max here, Mike, for coming out with us today and
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting
spending
you.
a couple hours. It was really good meeting you finally. We've been communicating over social media for, I don't know, 6 months now or so. And by the way, I'm going to put his information down below in the description. He has a YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, I think he's got everything. So I'll give you all the links there if you want to check him out. So again, Mike, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
appreciate
the
it.
time you spent with us.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll see
It
you
was
again
enjoyable.
sometime.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Plan some trips together.
So, as always, guys, if you don't, mind, give us a thumbs up if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe. You get all the notices when we get new videos released. So, until the next one, folks, this is Beagle signing out.